Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blown to Bits. I was supposed to write a jingle, but I didn't because I suck.
I'll just have to put that to beat.
You know, what's really funny is I almost started introducing the show because I thought it was my turn because I forgot we skipped last week because somebody was sick.
I was under the weather.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's all right. So, I'm your host, Ryan. I'm joined with Charlie and Adam.
Hello.
You can't see if you're watching on YouTube, but
Hi.
you can hear.
That's me. I'm Adam.
So, a lot of video games have been going on.
Yes, tons, actually. Tons upon tons. The biggest thing I think that was announced is we've got Google's streaming service called Stadia coming out.
Yeah, the Stadia. I read up a little bit on that.
I don't think it's for everyone.
Mm-mm.
I think it's for, like, the elite few.
Not with my internet connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-mm.
And, like, they were talking about, like, at the demo, like, people were playing the demo, and they said the latency was awful. There's, like, a full second of lag on, like, input control.
That would bug me to no end, man. Like, I can't have much input control, or input lag, I should say.
You shouldn't have any. I mean, what, 5 milliseconds at the most?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to hit up PlayStation because PlayStation's has been amazing. It hasn't had that many issues.
Yeah, but even then, like, there have been some times when I've been playing on PlayStation now, especially with a racing game that I like to play. There's just that slight little bit of lag that just bothers me. Like, it probably doesn't bother many other people, but for me, it gets under my skin.
A lot of that might be the 30 frames per second that you're playing at.
That's a possibility too.
Yeah, racing games should not be at 30 frames per second.
Now that I have a PC, I'm all like, you peasants.
Well, what did Mario Kart 64 run at? What was the FPS on that?
Oh, God.
24.
Probably like 20-something, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. It's just like, it was just like the lag between.
There was no standard, though, back then. Now there's a standard. I mean, even Mario Kart on the Wii U and Mario Kart on the Switch run at 60 frames per second.
I know. It is really smooth.
You'll get one eventually.
I won't get a Stadia, that's for sure.
No.
Hell no.
Adam, what do you think about it?
Well, actually, I think it's got a lot more promise than people are giving it. Whatever demo that people played that said there was a lot of input lag is to be expected this early on. There's streaming services out there that already don't have a lot of input lag. And when is Google, very rarely has Google ever put out a product that was not all that great, from the get-go. So
Google Glass.
Yeah, Google Glass. That's what I'm saying. Like that's about all you can name, honestly. Everything else Google has put out has been stellar. So
right.
I think it's gonna do a lot more for the gaming industry than we think it is right now, if it can take off.
One thing that I thought was really cool about it is that like the sharing ability, like you could actually, like, if you have this game, like you could just pick up on a certain point that somebody like saved at and be like, hey man, check out this really cool moment in this one game, and you could just load it up from that point,
right?
And enjoy it from that. Like that seems
like
really
a save
cool in terms
state.
of, like, like a save state that you can like share, like get it, like, like what if a save state went viral? That's a pretty cool idea for me, but
the thing with it is, though, is you definitely do not need to make it your only source of gaming, because what happens when your internet turns off? You're screwed.
Right.
And I don't like the fact that they can lock you out if they choose to. Like you own all these games like streaming only, and then they're like, oh well, we're gonna ban you.
Steam can do that.
They're downloaded on my hard drive, though.
I dare you to try and play a game without Steam launching. There's very few games on your Steam library that you can actually play without Steam access.
But I still have Uplay and Epic Game Launcher.
Yeah, but they can do that to you too. I mean,
right.
Anybody can. lock you out and just steal your shit. Like, like especially even PlayStation and Xbox can do that.
I'm saying it would be a lot easier for a streaming only. Like, if I want to play my PlayStation, I can unplug it from the internet and still be able to play, my games offline.
Yeah, that's true. With Steam, you can go in offline mode and play a good chunk of your games, but there's some, that you just can't even touch. And then nowadays, I mean, most games are an online connection persistence.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an old fart.
Yeah.
And this is definitely, for younger gamers, up and coming.
Yeah, generations after us, for sure.
Yeah.
I like holding like hard copies of games. I like being able to play games on my own time and on my own terms. And
I think eventually when internet is a service, like a utility instead of, like a service like it is now, I think when internet becomes a utility and it's more widespread and everybody has super high speeds, this is the future that will happen. But as of right now, I think it's just a gimmick.
Yeah. Plus, like ISPs, like, net neutrality, like it's all so political right now too, which is really tricky. I'm not a big fan of it.
But if you've got Google Fiber, then by all means, sign up for this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how many states is Google Fiber in right now, though? Like 19?
It's like mostly the major cities.
Yeah.
I don't even think they're spreading Google Fiber anymore. Last I heard, they were stopping it.
That's a damn shame, because it seems like a great service. And like it seems like something that, everybody should have, because it seems relatively cost effective. Mm-hmm. But
my dad right now he had like this special when he moved into his house where he gets a year of like the fastest speed that we have. Charter?
Yeah.
The fastest speed that Charter has. So we'll do like a speed test on my computer. I'll get 60. He did a speed test when I was over there and he got like 890.
That's sweet. Oh man, I would pay a premium for like fast internet like that. But
yeah, the thing though is like our internet, like we pay $60. I pay $65 a month for 60 speed, and in order to go up to the next tier, which is 100 speed, it's like $100 more.
That's crazy.
Like the jump in price just from the lowest to the next is just it's pointless.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, I pay $100 a month right now for 400 megs, which is actually a pretty good deal, I think.
That's slick right there for sure.
I would pay $100 a month for 400, but for like 100 to pay what, like 100 and I think it was like 150.
Yeah, 150, 160, something like that. Ugh.
Not worth it.
I got kids to feed, says Ryan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even like with my 60 speed, like I'm streaming a movie right now. My daughter's upstairs playing PlayStation, and the little kids are in bed watching Netflix. And I mean, my speed's fine. I've never had like a dip in speed.
We'll stress that when I get there.
Well, my router has priority where I can assign certain devices to like get the internet before anything else.
Right. Daddy first.
Yeah, so I've got, my phone and my computer to get the internet before any of my kids do. So did you hear that hint that Adam dropped, by the way?
It's still gonna stress, man. Playing games though is remarkably less bandwidth than you would think it would be. Playing games online. I mean, you really only need like maybe a meg, to maintain a decent, connection online. It's all about your ping instead of, your internet download speeds that everyone freaks out about.
I think it's mainly when you buy a new game and you don't want to wait 4 hours to play it.
Well, how fast did you download Killing Floor 2?
It was like 15 minutes. It was 25 gigs.
That's not bad right there. That's
fun.
That's about how long it took me.
I mean, my dad could download it in like 60 seconds.
I remember like being able to download a song like I don't know, like a Smashing Pumpkins like song for like like it took me like 45 minutes, like back in the day for AOL.
I remember that shit.
What was it? Livewire.
Yeah,
LimeWire.
LimeWire. Yeah, it would. I watched the Motley Crue documentary, or not documentary, but the
Movie.
The movie, The Dirt.
The Dirt.
One of the songs is Livewire. But LimeWire, like, it would take forever to download an album.
And then there was also Kazaa was another one.
If you wanted a virus on your computer.
Yeah.
I might have done 1 or 2 viruses from Kazaa, you know.
Oh,
I may have gotten a few letters from my internet provider telling me to cut the shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see, that's something that still happened with torrenting and everything like that. I may have gotten a couple letters for torrenting certain things, you know.
Yeah, I don't torrent anymore though. I feel like torrents are dead.
They're still quite alive.
I mean, I know people are still doing them, but I think the main thing right now is like these pirate sites that stream instead of torrent.
Oh, I'm not talking about for movies. I mean, you can torrent, like, I mean, PSO2 is a torrent client, you know what I mean? A lot of game clients now use torrenting style downloads. I wouldn't even be shocked to find out that Steam does torrenting style, you know, downloads in some of its games.
I don't know. I've never done that. I've never actually pirated a video game. I would do movies and TV shows that I didn't have access to, but I never did games.
Yeah. I've never illegally downloaded anything before.
That's a lie.
I'm just gonna go on record just saying it.
So
I've never downloaded anything, but I'll talk all the time about doing drugs.
So
prove it.
Yeah, that's true. Like
video archive.
That's true.
Yeah,
like
it's hearsay.
I'm sure there's a video somewhere out there of Charlie doing something shady.
Oh, right. Get all the basement party fucking footage.
I don't even want to see that shit.
Did you see the update for No Man's Sky
Yep.
that they announced?
I actually played a little bit over the weekend. I think I saw Adam saying something he was going to stream some No Man's Sky. I think I missed it if you did.
Yeah, we did.
He bought it for me too.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, the new update, they're going to do complete online play.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be MMO style.
And just announced like yesterday or the day before VR support, which I'm super fucking excited about.
You've got the VR.
Hell yeah.
I always thought No Man's Sky would be a great VR.
And I've always been bugged like by my limit of like range of viewing in the spaceships. Like I wish I could just like look like, 360 around, but it never allowed me to. Now I can.
You kind of almost can on PC. Like you can't quite look 360 around, but you can change your flight style. Yeah, like you can change your flight style to what's called tethered flying. And it lets you kind of look to your sides a little bit before you turn.
Okay,
but
I
don't
talking
like
about
it.
Like third person view or
No,
first person?
First person.
Okay,
I don't like
I think
it
there's
though.
Is there third person in the ship?
Yeah, you can do third person ship and on the planet. Like I love doing first person in ship and actually first person on the planet and third person in the ship.
See, I do the opposite.
Yeah,
I do the opposite too.
Yeah, they're supposed to have one more announcement with this big update.
I know. What are we gonna see? I don't know.
The biggest thing that I want to see is a 2-person spaceship. I want to see a pilot and a gunner.
Dude, like a Millennium Falcon kind of stuff?
Yeah,
well,
I don't see why with online, they need more than just a single person ship.
Yeah, they do. But also think
like,
about this, like freighters could have like full on turrets and shit now. So you could have like all your buddies on a freighter and like have like massive freighter battles.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, like being able to like run to a turret like in a space station or like a freighter or a spaceship.
Yeah, I mean if it's going to be like full on online, then they need to add more multiplayer aspects to it.
Right. I've never been big on the multiplayer aspect of No Man's Sky. Once it was like introduced, like the events and whatnot, I've always just been like that kind of solo, like traveler by myself.
I remember when online first came out, I saw that you were online, and I joined your game, and you just completely ignored me.
Yep.
Just went about your business.
It's like, what am I going to direct you, like to do what I want to do, or like you can do whatever you want to? But
well, for me right now, online only really serves one purpose in No Man's Sky, and that is to build bases together in a more efficient and faster manner. So you can gather resources quicker and everything. Like one person could be building the base and he could be like, I'm running low on this, I need you to go get that, and the other person could be out farming that for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be the gopher. I know where to get all the shit.
I just want more stuff to do together. Because right now, all the vehicles in the game, like the gameplay, is single player focused.
Which is one reason that I've really enjoyed that game.
So speaking of multiplayer, real quick, kind of a big announcement. I'm going to be moving there.
That was the hint that I was trying to get.
Yes. Well, I mean, I think I kind of picked up on it, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was awaiting the confirmation.
I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be like hush hush.
Nah, I don't fucking care. I told my mom today everything.
I'm excited.
So I'm going to be moving there.
Cool.
We can play our local games. We can play some Lethal League and some Crawl.
We'll actually be able to use this third microphone. So yeah, we're going to have all three hosts in the same room. We don't have to pretend that Adam's with us.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I can't wait for it, dude. I've been itching to come back there for a long time now, and it's been in the cards, and it's going to be a rough move because, financially we're not 100% ready, but we're just going to do it.
We got to do it. I hear you.
He's going to be here soon.
What's the timeline on this?
Before school starts.
Oh, okay. Like June? July?
Maybe even sooner than that, dude. It could be a month from now.
Oh, snap.
What's today, Tuesday? He'll be here Thursday.
Yeah.
I was about to say...
He's on his way. He's recording in the car.
I'm closing on my house a week from Friday. Randy and I are, the house is going to be official, so... we're all set in this area now.
Nice.
Which is cool.
I'm slowly building my credit to where I can get to that point. I'm having to basically start all over after my divorce.
Yeah.
So I'm going to build that up, and then hopefully I can eventually purchase a permanent home in this area. I want to stay in this school district.
Yeah.
So my kids can stay in the same school.
Yeah. Maryville City, you got to act kind of quick. It's booming.
I really wish there was a way that I could just buy this house. This house is absolutely perfect for my family.
Right. But that's completely not going to happen.
I mean, I'm not in a position to buy a house.
Well, I mean, later on down the line, could you?
I mean...
It's a possibility.
I haven't talked to the landlord or anything, but...
They might be willing to sell later on down the line. You never know.
They didn't say no.
Yeah, I mean, he owns lots of houses, so... I mean, it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I got to get to the point in my life to where I can buy a house.
Just got to be a good tenant for the now, right?
Yeah. Just try and keep it as long as possible, which I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
So there's one other thing, kind of veering off topic here, back onto topic, I guess, whichever one you want to call it. One other thing that I'm extremely excited about that I'm sure Ryan's going to shit talk to all hell, Call of Duty Mobile. They're doing a full-on, and this isn't like... They've done a Call of Duty game before on mobile, but they have it was like a strike team game where you control the little strike team, and you would occasionally go into first person and aim like a turret,
I can't wait till you're here so you can see our expressions whenever you say something like that.
Oh, I know. I'm sure it's awful, but
yeah,
dude,
you're just gonna be like, ugh.
It's a full-on Call of Duty versus game. It's just like a straight-up team deathmatch, kill everybody. Murder with your friends style game.
Why not just play it on console where you have better control and
actually
graphics?
Here's the thing.
This is what you.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Hey, anyone that's listening on Anchor, switch over to YouTube because this is what you're gonna end up doing.
That's it.
Okay, Adam.
Okay, but no. Here's the thing. Like, being able to lay in bed at night and not have, like, I can't always be at my computer, you know what I mean, playing games. And sometimes I'm stuck in bed or I'm stuck, like, waiting to pick my kid up from school. I kind of want to frag somebody, and I think that's a really fucking cool idea.
Listen, man, if you're laying in bed and you're not watching porn, then you're not American.
But no, it just sounds fun. And I'm sure there's a way you can use controls. I mean, PUBG Mobile, you can use a controller. It's not that hard to do.
But if you're using a controller,
let me have my 32-inch.
Use a controller
2K.
with a great display and frame rate and, like, processing. Right?
It's going to be 60 frames per second, and my phone can do 2K.
Are you gonna put it so close to your face where it looks like a 55-inch? Yeah.
I mean, do I have to? No. I mean, my phone screen is massive. Like holding
I love that you're on my side, Charlie.
Well, I mean, it's just like if you really think about it, though. Like when you're sitting that close to a phone, you know what I mean? Like holding it, just looking at Facebook or anything, it looks just as big to you as any TV would when you're sitting at an optimal distance from a TV. The frame of the perspective is the same.
No, I understand that sentiment for sure, but it's just I don't know. It just seems extraneous.
Phones are not meant for first-person shooting games. They're meant for
I play a couple.
Flappy Bird.
I play a couple on phone.
You play Candy Crush and Flappy Bird.
I play PUBG Mobile. PUBG Mobile's pretty fun. Especially because people are really fucking bad at it, and you can just
because they're playing on their goddamn phone.
Yeah, like people don't know. There's some people out there that are really good on phone, and then there's some people out there that aren't good on phone. And once every game, I run into that other guy that's really fucking good on the phone. And we've just finished murdering 25 people each that were spinning in circles, shooting in the sky, and we run into each other and have this heated fucking gunfight. And then that person wins the game. But I don't know. I think
Charlie,
I think it's gonna be fun.
Moonshine.
The moonshine?
The moonshine.
Oh, got your moonshine.
Which one is
You're driving Ryan to drinking during the podcast, talking about mobile first-person shooters.
I can't
Adam?
I can't unhate the hater. It's just he's always gonna hate no matter what I do.
I don't. It bothers me. It really does bother me a bunch that it's an established console first person shooter that's it's been proven that it's successful. Why would you want to
money?
And they're gonna monetize the shit out of that mobile game.
Look how much money Pokemon Go has made for Nintendo, and how much better that has made things for Nintendo.
How do they make money off of Pokemon Go?
You buy lures and candies and stuff like that. You can actually buy
if you
them.
run out of Pokeballs, God help you if you run into a sweet Pokemon you want to catch and you have no Pokeballs. I'll spend $2 to get more Pokeballs.
Do you still play it?
No, fuck no. I've never spent any money on that game.
I played it for 2 weeks.
It's
when it
fun.
came out. Dude, the closest we've ever come to world peace was the week that Pokemon Go came out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was going down to the park and people were walking around with their phones and they look at me and they're like, Pokemon Go? I'm like, yeah, Pokemon
Brother,
Go.
There's still one person out there that does that every day, and you can be best friends with him. I'll tell you that for sure.
My daughter, Lona, she just got her own iPhone, and Pokemon Go was one of the first games that she downloaded.
Okay.
Because she had an iPad before, and she's been trying to play it at the house, but there's
nothing around here.
There's nothing. There's the little caterpillar Pokemon.
Yeah. See, Abby got an iPhone 5C, and she wants to play Pokemon Go, but it won't function on that device, and it's killing her.
That sucks. Lona ended up with a 7. I found a pre-owned 7 for $150 or something.
Okay, that's nice.
Not a bad deal. Well,
I think I got the 6. I don't know.
I think that's about all we've got time for today. Now that I've driven Ryan to being drunk and disorderly with my.
Wait,
What's up?
we still have stuff in the notes to talk about.
There's so much in there that we could not get through it in our time limit.
Okay, well, one last thing. The Left 4 Dead creators is making a game called Back 4 Blood.
That is a big thing.
That is huge.
Turtle Rock Studios. I'm really hoping
Yes.
that it's going to be better than Evolve. Yeah, it's a low bar, but
Give me Left 4 Dead 2 meets The Killing Floor.
I think it's going to be
Okay.
Left 4 Dead. It's literally going to be Left 4 Dead 3 is what I think it is. And I think the only reason it's not
what I
called
want.
that is because I'm pretty sure that I could be wrong on this. I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure Valve holds the rights to the name Left 4 Dead.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think
Well-
that's why it's Back 4 Blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back 4?
Yes.
Like 4 blood?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the number 4.
Okay.
So, as long as the announcement trailer looks like Left 4 Dead, I'm willing to.
You're on board?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Left 4 Dead 2 is like one of the greatest zombie games ever made.
I remember you playing a shit ton of it.
Yeah, I still have it. I
Right?
still play it every now and then.
Still got some traction.
Yeah, we
Love
played it not that long ago. But
Neat.
yeah, so that's the end of the show today. Thank you guys for tuning in to listen to me make Ryan have a fucking heart attack / stroke. But as always, I can be found on Twitter at Talleon. That's at TALLEEON. And Charlie, Ryan, where can y'all be found?
You can find me at shunt_trip on Twitter. Yep.
You can find me on Instagram at RTLTC. And Charlie and I are actually both running the Blown to Bits Twitter now.
Yes.
So we've actually posted 2 things this week.
As opposed to 1.
Yeah.
We've doubled our output.
I've been trying to check it like in the mornings when I have time before work. There's like a new format now where it shows you like a bunch of like highlights.
Yeah, I'm enjoying all the extra notifications
Yeah.
that I get from being linked to Blown to Bits. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, I get so many notifications on mine. It's unreal.
It's so dumb.
It
Like
is dumb.
so and so tweeted this, and I was like, well, I could just go to my fucking feed and look at
I
it.
know. I've seen it. Well, I'm tweeting stuff and I'm seeing notifications from my tweets, which is crazy. So, thanks, social media.
Yeah. And on that
That's
note,
all right.
goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
And don't forget, if you play mobile games, fuck you.
Fuck off.